which is me kind of trading on my own, or not trading on my own, but basically trading by myself, or trading without recording. There we go. Goodness gracious. But trading without recording, right? Trading without recording, and then from there, like kind of bring you in once like shit starts making sense, right? Or once shit starts adding up. All right, so cool. We are at an uptrend, right? Now, obviously, I know you see this right here. This I know can scare the shit out of you, right? This is just a long rejection from what? Our support right here, okay? So this doesn't really matter as much. If you just want to know why the fuck did that happen, right? Okay, cool. Well, remember, we're gonna I'm gonna touch on this briefly just in case you just want to know what the fuck this is, okay? Buyers, okay, excuse me, sellers, which caused the price to go down, were trapped up here. They were basically having sell limit orders. Buyers were right here. So what happened? Price made an impulse move to basically wipe out all the sellers, right? And then, right, buyers made a move to wipe out all the sellers that were stuck up here, wipe them out, collect the orders. Then after that, once the sellers got all the way up here, there was a higher level. Sellers had enough pressure to push them down, right, and collect all the buyers that were stuck right here. And then boom, and clear them out. And then what happened right after it? It went right up. So that's basically a fake out. Like that's called liquidity sweep. That's what it's called. It's called a liquidity sweep. It's basically taking care of all the orders that are still stuck down here because you have to make up the price gaps, right? Price does not leave gaps. It always fills it, whether if it leaves it with a long ass rejection candle or if it leaves it with a full candle. But anyway, all right. Had to get that out of the way so you can understand. All right. So here's where I'm at right now. Price is at an uptrend, right? Price is at an uptrend, right? Low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Price broke here. Price broke the trend line with this candle right here. But it gave us a higher low. So that means that my uptrend is not invalidated just yet. Now, I have this dotted line in BOS, which stands for break of structure. Why? Because price gave us a lower low than this one. So now we know that this trend is officially invalidated, break of structure. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go back to the previous higher low that was established here, because this is actually now a lower high. Why? Because the trend has now been it's starting to be the downtrend is now validated. The uptrend is invalidated because it gave us a lower low, in a lower high. Lower high, lower low. This is a higher low. This was a higher low as well until what? This lower high got formed, right? So make sure we get that here. And now this higher low, right? It now has become basically our lower high. Why? This point, because what? This. So you see how the evidence came after that? So now you can see, oh. So here's a good reference, a thumb of reference. And again, this is something that I struggle with, but it's something that I'm teaching myself and it's allowing me to teach you. Wait until the candles print. When you see a candle like this in the middle of you trading, you're going to be like, bro, what the fuck? But when it's done printing, you're just going to see this long ass wick. So it is always good for you to wait until a candle prints, right? Wait until it finishes printing, then see the rest of the move. But now we know that we're in a downtrend. So now I'm like, okay, cool, we're in a downtrend. Well, I got point A right here, right? And I got point B right here. Cool. So what am I going to do? I'm going to pull out my Fibonacci, and I'm going to see where it touches. And then once it starts forming those what? Lower highs, lower lows, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get in a sell trade for that. And it's going to come down here. Why? Because, yeah, this got taken out still, but price still likes having somewhere to go, and it always has somewhere to go. So we're gonna go off our Fibonacci for the take profit. Okay, so right now I'm on the 1 hour. Again, I didn't go to the 4 hour, nothing like that. I'm just on the 1 hour right now. So cool, we're here. Now I'm gonna go down to the 15-minute because I'm seeing my correction being formed. All right, cool. It keeps going up, even better. So now we're either going to see this trend get invalidated again, right? Or we're going to see it start to change. All right. Boom. So now we got our first turn. Now remember, we got to wait until this candle prints, and then we got to wait until a second lower high. All right, now price open with the gap. Whenever price opens with the gap always has to get filled. So let's just see what happens. Cool. Gap got filled, right? This is the point of patience. That's why patience always helps you. So me, I'm going to start and go ahead and get my trade. I know the gap has been filled. I know that this lower high has been established because this is a high, this is a lower high. And guess where I'm going to go? I'm going to go right here. Why? Point A, point B. I'm out. So let's see what happens, all right? Now again, if I lose, all we're going to do is find out why. That's all we're going to do. So my trade starts here. Let's see what goes down. And I always leave room with your stop loss. Always have room for your stop loss. All right, here we go. Let's see how it plays. All right, so I'm out. And we get there eventually. Boom. All right, so where did I fuck up at? Because remember, I won the trade, but I got stopped out early. So where did I fuck up at? Let's find out. All right, so my higher low was here, but now we have my lower high. Or, excuse me, my higher low, which is basically now, or my higher low, which is now my lower high. Here, cool, equal highs. So what did I do? I guessed. I tried to predict rather than being able to, again, see the candle print. So this is why it's very valid, because guess what? What happens if I would have waited? You know where my entry would have been at, bro? Instead of here, there's that second lower high. Just like that. And then my stop loss would have been, as soon as that second lower high got printed, boom. I would have had it maybe about right here. And then my target, again, would have been here. So, just another lesson for myself, another lesson for you. As soon as you see point A, point B, here, boom. Again, the same shit, the same principles. Another lower high gets established, or another lower high gets established because we have highs, higher low, high, higher low, then another high, then equal low, and then a lower high. Boom. So, again, it's just a detailed game and focusing on that. So, yeah.